Welcome back to Everyday Kentucky. This award-winning journalist, author, and Emmy-nominated reporter will be at the Society of Professional Journalists promoting his new book, Free the Press, The Death of American Journalism and How to Revive It in Louisville, May 26.
Joining us now is Brian Karem, and good morning to you, Brian. We appreciate you stopping in and talking with us here for just a little bit.
Well, anytime. It's WKYT. I'm an alumni.
Yes, you are an alumni. We were talking a little bit before the break, and you were working in Frankfurt at the Bureau.
Yep, that's true. And you all don't have the Bureau anymore?
No, we don't.
We send everybody from here and all around to go cover Frankfurt now. So.
Yeah.
What a great drive that is.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your book, Free the Press, The Death of American Journalism and How to Revive It. Touch a little bit about the book and what it exactly is about.
Well, it's about the constriction of the news business that's been going on for about 40 years. To put it in a nutshell, there are twice the number of people on this planet as on the day I was born, almost 3 times the number of people, and there's half the number of reporters. And government and big business have contributed to a constriction of the business, which has limited the number of reporters in this country. And if you're going to have true diversity, and I don't mean just diversity of race, creed, and color, but of thought, you need to have a large, it was Ben Bagdickian of the Washington Post that said, you have to have a diversity of ownership. When I first got into this business, 80% of what you see, read, or hear was run by about 24 companies. Today, more than 90% of what you see, read, or hear are run by about 6 companies. And, you know, the audience knows there's a problem. That's why you get the terms fake news and all that kind of stuff. It's because we see as a viewing public that there's something wrong, but we don't know what it is, and we jump to conclusions about what it is. And so this is about what the real problem is and how to solve it. And it's also a guidepost for young reporters, too. If you need to know, you know, I see all the time these people on social media calling themselves journalists, you know, and and what they are bloggers. If you're going to be a journalist, as you all know, the very first thing you have to have is a copy editor, someone who's going over your copy to make sure, you know, they're checking and going, no, that's not right. We got to have, you know, if you've got a copy editor, maybe you're a journalist, but nothing that you, except on a live shot, when you have, you know, you can't have an editor. Most of everything on television is edited before it gets there. So, and that's the same with newspapers, and that's what we need.
Let's talk a little bit about what your upcoming speech, and as you're going to be talking to the crowd there in Louisville, what are you going to kind of hone in on there?
I think there are 3 things that we need to do to change this industry for the better. One is break up media monopolies, the CNNs, the ABCs, all of those, break them up. That's number 1. Number 2, reinstitute the fairness doctrine so that there's some guardrails left on the road so that everyone is fair and balanced once again. And then number 3, I think what you really need to do is support a national shield law. There have been some people who have proposed it in Congress many times, and there have been 2 or 3 congressmen from Kentucky that have supported it. John Yarmouth is one of them. That needs to be in place so that reporters don't go to jail when they have confidential sources, and those confidential sources can talk to reporters. The Obama administration used the Espionage Act 7 times to go after whistleblowers because they didn't want reporters to find out information. Every president since Ronald Reagan has contributed to this demise of journalism. It's not Democrats, it's not Republicans, it's both. And we need to address the problem going forward so that people trust us a little bit better once again.
All right. And Brian, if people want more information or to see you speak, or I know you have a documentary on Amazon Prime out, where do they go to learn more information?
JustAskTheQuestion.com is the podcast address, and that has articles and information on the book. You can, of course, buy the, and I'm a great budding capitalist. Buy early, buy often, buy as many copies of the book as you want. You can get that at Amazon.com. I also recommend that you go to independent booksellers and support independent booksellers. And it's called Free the Press.
Thanks so much, Brian.
Thank you very much.